Welcome back, everyone. Today we'll finish chapter 5.3 of solving trig equations, but using the calculator and also one other technique that I'm going to show you. So let's continue with this example here. Using the calculator to solve 5.3 part 3, and this will be number 47. And as you can see, this is from 0 to 2 pi, interval, respect the interval. Here's our problem here. Here's our problem right here, okay? Now we're going to graph this sucker onto your TI Inspires. So get out your calculators, everyone, and start typing away, okay? Just make sure that on your calculator, I can see that my window has been adjusted already, but if you want, you can go ahead and, let's actually just start over. So let's go to window. Let's go to our window, and let's just go to standard, STD, okay? Zoom STD. Yay, you see the window that you're always working with, okay? Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start typing. So I'm going to tab it. But first, before you do anything, let's check our window, or let's check our settings. Okay, settings, that's what I mean. So I'm at the graph right now. I'm going to press menu. I'm going to go to 8 settings, and I'm going to make sure that it's in fixed 3. Do you see how it's fixed 3? Yes, that's going to ensure that we're going to get up to 3 digits after the decimal. Now, once you set that, make sure you say make default. All right, now we're ready to begin. Let's start typing in this sucker. It takes a while, 4, but I'm going to parenthesize my sine cubed x. So I'm going to go trig sine x. I'm going to close that, but I'm going to raise that to the power of 3, right? Only the sine x though. But you know what I'm going to ask? You guys, I'm going to put that actually outside of the parentheses. Outside of the parentheses. That's what I'm saying. I'm taking the sine of x, and I'm going to raise it to the third power, right? Okay, now I'm going to add 2 times, oh, sorry, I didn't get out of that. Can you guys see everything okay? Okay, I'm going to go sine plus, out of that, exponent plus 2 sine x, but I forgot to add the parentheses here, so I'm going to add a parentheses, and I'm going to square that sucker. Okay, minus, oh, sorry, damn it, I don't keep them doing that. Sorry, I don't want to graph that yet, so I'm going to actually tab it, go back to F1, I have to finish typing, right? So I'm going to go here, oops, sorry, minus 2 sine x minus 1. And then I'm going to go, ta-da! Here is my equation. Okay. Just a couple of things to notice. It's not a graph that I would expect you guys to graph for me, okay? Nor would I have you guys be like, oh, you better know what this looks like. I wouldn't expect that, okay? I see a little shadow here, so I'm going to move a little bit. There you go. There you go. Much better for you, right? All right, so I'm going to go right here, okay? Okay, so that's what our graph looks like. Let's just consider some things, okay? Let's try to find the maximum and minimum, maybe. Let's verify that these are the max and the min of this graph. How do you do that? You just go to menu on your calculator, and then go to analyze, right? Go to analyze, and let's go to maximum. And just try to see, like you see when the period sort of ends, right? You can see that it goes like this, and it sort of starts back here. So start, finish, right? So max, lower bound, you know how to control this better than I do on this machine. Lower bound. Oh, is my calculator lagging? And then you're going to go to upper bound. Aha, I see 3 there. That's my max, right? Now let's go to minimum. Let's go to minimum. Okay. Now I can see that somewhere over here. So let's just try one of those, okay? So we're going to go, okay, come on, scrolling. Oh, shoot. I screwed up there. So let's try that again. Menu, analyze graph. I'm going to go to minimum. I'm going to scroll to, oh gosh, I don't know why my calculator is having some issue. Minimum. Hello. There you go. Sorry about that. And minimum here to here. Aha, I found something. 1 point negative. Remember, the minimum and maximum, we only care about the x values, okay? So I think I got it there. Oh, sorry about that. Let's go back to that graph. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the maximum and the minimum. I'm going to put it on top of each other so you guys can see the points, okay? That was my minimum right there, okay? All right, is that what you guys are getting? So what I want you guys to do is write down your y max and y minimum, okay? Now, they wanted us to solve, correct? What does that mean they want us to solve from 0 to, they want us to solve from 0 to 2 pi. That means they want us to find all the zeros. So what you're going to do is go menu. So let's actually move everything that we don't need to see down. So grab that. I'm going to push it down all the way, okay? Okay, now let's start. So go to Menu. We're going to go to Analyze Graph again. And then we're going to go to 0, okay? Let's find all our zeros. So you see how I went to the lower bound? Because I saw a 0 right there. But you know, you guys, if it's hard for you to see right now, what I want you guys to do is this. Why don't you guys go to Menu, and let's look at only the window settings. Let's only look at the window that we care about. How about -1? Because I'm looking for 0 to 2 pi, right? I'm looking for 0 to 2 pi. So go to -1. How about maybe 7? Because you know how 2 pi is 6.28? So let's only look at those values. So let's focus on that area. Okay. It'll give us a slightly adjusted perspective so you can see the points better. Okay, I found 1 0, 0.785. Let's write that down, okay? So I found 1 0, 0.785, comma 0. That's one of our zeros. Let's find a few more. I got a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's see if we do get 6. Find another one. Menu, graph, analyze, okay? Window, 0. Let's find another one. Okay, we're going to scroll down. Get your finger. All right, there. That's the lower bound. And here's my, that's my lower bound. And then maybe at my upper bound right here. I found another one, but if you can't see it, just make sure your hands are there and just hold it, grab, and you can see the other point here. Oh, I can see that it's going to be 2.356. 2.356. That's my next one. 2.356, comma 0. Okay? So you guys, you're going to find the rest. But you know, I can see that there's one here. There's one here, right? There is one here, somewhere here. But is there 2 or 1? If that's hard for you to see, you need to analyze that closer. But you know what? Just for the hell of it, I want to find the 1 at the end. So I'm going to go like that. I'm going to find my 0. I'm going to go all the way to here. That's my lower bound. And I'm going to find my upper bound, which is about right. Where's my upper bound? Where's my finger? My upper bound, which is about right here. Okay, so I found 1. Let's see what that value is. It's 5.796. So I'm going to move that up for you so you can see. Okay, but I want you to notice something. I see, can you guys see that closer? So I know that you can see that this one is on the right side, but I think there's one here too. So total you should have 1, 2, right here there's 2 more, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So go ahead and find the rest of the coordinates for me, okay? Find all your rest of the zeros. So I did find the highest one, which is 5.760, comma 0. Oh, sorry. 5.759. Sorry about that. 76 is right. Okay, that's right. Okay, now I want you to find me 3 more. Go ahead and find 3 more. And check back with me in a second because I'm going to give you the rest. But I don't want to spoil the fun. So go ahead and find the rest, okay? All right, welcome back. Did you guys get 3.9? Oh, sorry, I skipped one. So let's start over. Did you guys get 3.6650? 3.9270? And did you also get 498, comma 0? And of course, the last one that we found were this. Now, anything beyond this, there's more zeros, but we don't care about the rest because they exceed our domain. Okay? All right, you guys, that's how you do it on the calculator, okay? Finding zeros, finding max. If you have any trouble, come up and ask me, okay? Remember, I didn't find these, but I'm sure you did, okay? All right, next, let's go on to the next example here. Next example I'm going to show you is from 5.3, and it's number 57. Now, I can see here that I wrote 4 bad Asian chicks, and there's a reason for that, so I'll explain that now. Now, so the problem is I need to find the actual solution to this ugly mess. Whoa. Okay, I can see that this is a quadratic, but I can't graph it because these are tangents. So what else can I do? I can see that this is a little bit of a quadratic, so if I were you, I would try to factor. But the trouble is, I try to factor this and it's not factorable. You should try it, okay? It's not factorable, I promise you. Oh, one thing I have to mention is that I'm gonna give you guys a interval that I want you to try. I want you to find all solutions of this using in this interval here, okay? So let's try that. Okay, I can't factor. Do you remember what happens when you can't factor? Yes! You have to use the Pythagorean theorem. Just kidding. You have to use the quadratic formula. That's right. Now, if you have trouble ever, remember the quadratic formula, just do it this way, okay? Let's do this. X equals. There once was a bad boy. Now, he couldn't decide whether he should go to this house party. That's the house. So then later, after thinking about it for a while, he decided to take two of his boys, where they met 4 bad Asian chicks. Woo-oo! Alright. And they all went home at 2 a.m. That's the quadratic formula. So with that in mind, we can solve anything, right? We don't need to factor if it's not factorable, okay? So let's try to use a quadratic formula here. So if you want to, you can try to identify the ABC, if that's how you like to do it. But we'll just start, okay? So you guys, x is equal to, what's your negative b? Your negative b is 5. Negative 5. Because your a is 3, b is 5, your c is negative 4, okay? Just based on what's given here. Negative b plus or negative, b squared, so negative 5 squared, right? Minus 4, what's your a? 3, your c, negative 4. All over 2 times a. See? 4 bad Asian chicks, right? Alright, now let's simplify. When I simplify, see what did you get when you guys simplify? Did you get something like that? Something like that, hopefully? Yeah? Okay. So now, what does that mean? Okay? That means our x is this. Is that what it means? What does that mean, you guys? Okay? So I want you to think about this. Okay? Okay. So now, that means we need to find the angle, right, guys? We need to find the actual angles that makes this true. So what we're going to do is this. Are you ready? So we're going to actually take the inverse of negative 5 plus or minus square root of 73 all over 6 into our calculators. And that will give us our x. Because actually, you guys, our x is, you know how normally in a quadratic it would be this? If it was a real quadratic, it would be that. But our x right here is tangent x. So we know that this is simply our tangent. So we got to do the inverse of tangent of what ratio we got to get x. So now, go ahead and graph tan x to solve. Okay? See what you get for this ratio, or you can plug it into your calculator, okay? See what you get. That means, I hope you get something like this. That means you get the angles of, ready? Negative 1.154, and you also get 0.535. These are the two values you get that are within this domain. Got it? Okay, so if you don't understand this part, I'll explain it better in class for you. Just ask me after you watch the video, okay? Remember, this is our x is really tan x, okay? That's why our x is this that we're finding. That means our x actually equal tan x, or this x actually equal tan x. That means tan x equaled, right? Tan x equaled this. 73, right? 73 divided by 6. That's why. Okay? And that's why we need to take the inverse of that. Now, we got these two values. If you could graph it, so you could graph it to solve it, or I think you can actually just enter into your calculator using the inverse. Okay? Good luck! Adios!